What's up guys? Today's video we're going to be going over outshots and we're going to be talking about the correct timing in which to go for different outshots to maximize your ability to win darts matches, because that is obviously the most important part of the whole thing, is to win. And I'm going to try and explain the best scenarios in which to go double doubles, which to go treble doubles, which to go for bullseyes, things like that, those sort of things. I'm going to try my best to explain it so you guys can understand, and it should help you maximize the chances of you winning matches. So, anyway guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, leave a like on it, subscribe if you're brand new, and yeah, let's get into this. This should be quite interesting. Okay, so there are three different types of finishes, three different types of scenarios which I'm going to go over. So the number one scenario is your opponent can't finish. So that is the number one. The number two scenario is your opponent could finish, but you don't think they're going to. And your number three scenario is you think your opponent can go out on the next three darts. So those scenarios are going to vary where you go a lot of the time. So what I mean by can't finish, I mean if the person that you're playing against does not have an outshot. So if they're on 173 or something, they can't go out, or 160 to 62, they can't go out. So you want to maximize your throw to get yourself to get the leg finished as efficiently as possible. So this next one was if you think they could go out but you don't think they will. This is going to be the grey area of this video. This is where you have to make your own assumptions. You have to make your own judgment calls, and it will at some point bite you in the bum if you do it wrong. But it's one of those things. It's a risk. This is going to be a risk part, and there's not a lot I can tell you about it. You have to really kind of evaluate how the darts match is going, evaluate the chances of that person going out. So what I mean is outshots from like 140-ish, 130-ish to 170. They're outshots that are possible, but unless you're playing against a top level player, then they're probably not going to go out. They might do, but they probably won't. So after that, it is outshots that are completely doable, completely possible by the player that you're playing. And I would say an outshot that is completely possible, if you're playing against a decent standard, if you're playing against someone who can throw a dart, the odds are if they're at this level when you're going for a double, then they're probably capable of throwing these outshots. So this is anything from 2 to 130. You might think that's a big gap, but you'll be surprised. I've seen plenty of dart players who I didn't think very good check out 124s and 110s and stuff like that, just because they had a shot at it and it went in. It's not a guaranteed, but it is a good chance that they're going to get it, and I don't see the value of risking it. That is my opinion. I don't see the value of risking a shot like a 78 out, or even a 125 out, or even like a 130 out. I don't see the value of risking a shot just to hope that they miss and then get another 3 darts at it. So, just to recap, opponent hasn't got a finish, you're going to get 6 darts at this. Opponent probably won't finish, you're probably going to get 6 darts at this, but it's a judgment call, and opponent is going to finish or has a good chance of finishing, you're only going to get 3 darts at the outshot. So, if we go on to the opponent will not finish as to start. Okay, so in these situations, you want to be sticking to trebles and big numbers. You don't want to be going double-double on here, because double-double is a risk. So, for this scenario, if you want, let's say 126, everyone in your darts team is going to be saying, oh yeah, treble 19, 19 ball, or treble 19, double six. If your opponent's not on a finish, is it a smart shot to go for the bullseye? I don't personally think it's a smart shot. If you're hunting down a big outshot and that's what you want to do, then that's your judgment call. But for me, no, I've had a few big outshots. They are really nice. But for me, am I going to be going on the bullseye on the last dart with my opponent on 237? No, I'm going to be setting it up, because I know for a fact that I'm coming back to the board with at least 3 darts to check out tops or 32 or double 18, whatever checkouts that I like. I know that I'm coming back 100%. So what is the point of going for a bullseye and hitting a 25 and then having to clear up 25 and potentially hitting a big 14, which I do a lot? There's no value in it, in my opinion. So, when it comes to your opponent not being on a finish, in my opinion, I think that you should set it up, or you should go a different route. Like, what I mean is treble 20, treble 10, double 18 for the 126. That is a good route. You're not going to have a dart at a bullseye for it, because you don't need a dart at a bullseye for it. You don't need to go out on those 3 darts. You can just go out easier. You can make the game a little bit easier for yourself. And if you miss the big 18, if you miss the double 18, you've got 18 left, or you've got 36 left, or you've dropped into the 4 like I do a lot, and you've got 32 left. And there's a much easier cleanup than 25. or if you hit like a 17 going for a ball and you leave 33, you know? It's a much easier clear up. So, in that scenario, play your percentages, be smart, don't do the double-double thing on there because it's just not worth it. But we will get onto double-doubles, and I do think that double-doubles are 100% worth it in scenarios. But anyway, let's get on to the next one. So the next one is when your opponent is on a finish but you don't think they're going to go out. And I have categorized this as 131 to 170. These are the shots where they need to go treble, treble, double, or 1-3-2, like hit the bullseye or something. So these are the shots where I think they're unlikely shot that a person you're playing against is going to go out on, but they're doable. So this is a judgment call on you. You have to decide whether they are good enough to do this outshot or not, and that's up to them. So if you think that they are good enough to do this outshot, skip this step. This is like a 50-50 step. If you think they're good enough to do the outshot, go to the guaranteed outshot section of this video. If you don't think they can do this outshot, then play the percentages and do the percentages of the thing I just explained. So that is going to be your judgment, and it's going to be up to you, really, whether you decide. I know for a fact that there are people who will regret choosing the wrong decision. Look at Eric Bristow and Keith Diller. Eric Bristow did not make the correct decision in that situation in 1983 when he lost in the final to Keith Diller. He made the wrong decision, and it is one of the most talked about darts events ever. People will love to bring up the fact that Eric didn't go for the bullseye to win the match. Instead, he let Keith throw at 138, which is in that grey area, like I mentioned. And there is that. So, yeah. Anyway, on to the next one, which is the guaranteed outshot, or the possibility that someone is going to go out. Because anywhere from the number 2 to the number 130, I believe is an outshot that is doable by players of any real standard. Anyone can have a go at a double, and if anyone can have a go at a double on these darts, on these sorts of shots, anyone can go out. It might be a fluke, it might be lucky, but they might go out. So in this situation, this is where I like to play my percentages. So I would like to split this up a little bit more as well. So you've got the guaranteed and you've got the almost guaranteed. In my opinion, guaranteed is probably 80 or lower, and then the almost guaranteed will be 80 to 50. So on the 80 to 50, again, that's probably going to be another judgment call on you guys. But if we just say this is all guaranteed as a whole, you can make your own parameters as to how you feel like you should be doing this. But anyway, in the guaranteed shot scenario, in the scenario where you think that there's a guaranteed chance that someone can go out here, this is where you want to be playing your percentages. This is where you want to be taking your risks, because if you have only got 3 darts left, then why would you go for treble double or something treble double? Let's say you want 97. In this situation, your first dart's going to be treble 19, but you've gone for a single 19. Now you've left 78. Now in this situation, when your opponent is on a finish and you believe in yourself that you have 2 darts left in this leg to win the match, treble 18 double 12 is not the route I'm going ever. I'm never going treble 18 double 12. If I believe that my last 2 darts are these 2 darts in my hand, and it's the only opportunity that I have to win the match, and if I miss, my opponent goes out next 3 darts, then I'm going double 19, double 20 every single time, because the percentages are there. You've already thrown 1 dart at the 19, so it will be much easier to make the switch from the 19 to the double 19 because they're so close. But then the switch from the treble 19 to the treble 18, it's a big switch, and it's not close, and it's not something that is going to happen more often. You are going to hit double 19 more often than you're going to hit treble 18 in that scenario, in my opinion. Obviously, you might think differently, but in my opinion, that is the way that it goes. So if I want 96 and I'm looking at treble 20 and I think my opponent's going out the next 3 darts, so in my head I'm saying, right, Jack, 96 out. This has got to go because your opponent's going to get a shot at a double, and if he hits it, he wins. So 96 for me. Treble 20 first dart, hit a single 20. In this scenario, I would probably go double 18 next, because in my head, I'm already mentally prepared to go treble 20, double 18. That in my head is what is going to happen. But in the real scenario, I've hit a single 20. Now, in my head, I know I've hit a single 20, but I'm going to continue throwing the shot that I think I need to throw, which is the treble 20, double 18. So I've hit a single 20, and then I'm going to throw double 18. And if the double 18 goes in, then I know I need tops to win the match. If you go out the board, go back to the 20. If you go inside the 18, hit another 18. But yeah, so this basically goes over the whole concept of trebles are smaller than doubles. Doubles are bigger than trebles. You don't want to limit yourself to scenarios where the chances are lower for you to check out. If you believe that your opponent is going out in the next 3 darts, then you need to maximize your opportunity to win the leg, because winning the leg is the most important thing. Yeah, I mean, you might hit a 135 out and you might get a big cheer from your mates, but if you hit a 105 or if you hit a 110 going for the bullseye last dart and you leave 25 and then you hit a big 14 and then you miss the 25 and then your opponent goes out, the 135 means nothing. Great, you had a shot at 135, then you got annoyed and then you missed the big 9 to go for 25. And it's just a big mess. Be smart with your outshots. Anyway, guys, that is my concept for this video. Be smart with your outshots. If you've got any questions about this, then let me know in the comment section below, because it's a bit in-depth. It's a bit serious. It's not my normal kind of thing, but I thought it would be quite an interesting thing for you guys to hear. And I want to hear your opinions on it as well. Do you ever go double-double? A lot of people don't go double-double because it's considered, not cheating, but it's considered bad sportsmanship. And in my opinion, winning matches is not bad sportsmanship. It's not. If you want to go double-double, I have no problem with you ever going double-double in a situation. If your opponent's on 347 and you want 120 and you go tops, that is kind of bad sportsmanship, I would say. But that's not the scenario that we're talking in this video. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the subscribe button with this little icon right here. You can check out some of my other videos right over here. And yeah, subscribe if you're brand new. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. And leave a like on the video. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.